A very warm welcome to each one of you to today's Moksha Patta Reading. Our question for today's reading is: what can be your unique contribution towards bringing greater stability, peace, and harmony during the current times? How can you contribute to Mother Earth in a positive way right now? The basis of today's reading would be these five crystals. This is rhodochrosite, this is emerald, this is GOMED, this is green aventurine, and this is diamond. This is going to be reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, reading 4, and reading 5. I am more than pleased today to bring forth the messages today to all of you. And before I go ahead with the reading, I would like to talk a little bit about the current situation on the planet. We are all fully aware, whether or not we would like to accept it, that it's beyond the correct time for us to do something, for us to play our role and contribute our potential towards doing something about the very negative impact all of us humans have been on the planet in the last 200 years particularly. And it'll be helpful for us to know what can be our unique contributions. Not all of us can go ahead and start a movement or be an activist or be a teacher or maybe uh, take any extreme sort of an action, maybe abandon our worldly lives and move to the forests and live a less pollution causing life. Definitely that it's not that that cannot be done, but there's somewhere where we all must begin. And I know that those of us who are here for the reading today are already the ones who are contemplating doing something about the current situation on the planet. And we are all absolutely and absolutely aware that every single negative, unconscious activity that human beings have undertaken on planet Earth in the last 100 to 200 years, particularly, what sort of damage it has resulted into. Not just global warming, but also the wiping out of so many uh, species of animals from the planet, the raising of pollution levels to the extent that certain cities on the planet become hazardous to live in during certain times of the year. And those of us who are spiritually aware, we know that there's psychic pollution. There's a lot of us know that there's light pollution. We're all aware of water pollution in our rivers, in our oceans. We're all aware of plastic pollution in our oceans. We're all aware of how animals are, how their lives have been disturbed due to unconscious human activity on the planet. How they have, a lot of them have not been able to even survive the extreme conditions on the planet during their winter and summer seasons. They've not been able to get food because uh, the animals that they feed on are no longer living in those parts of the sea where they used to find them each year and feed on them. Human beings have acted absolutely unconsciously, and a lot of us are now aware and willing and wanting to play our unique role, no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, but we do want to do something. And this is the purpose of today's reading, to bring awareness of what can be our unique contribution. We do not have to feel guilty about, not doing something extremely drastic, because that might not be something that each one of us is having the emotional and the mental courage and capability or capacity to really get into exercising right now. But I feel something is better than nothing, and every single step, every single conscious step taken contributes in a very, 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 very large way, and we should not underestimate that ever. Today's reading is going to focus on what is going to be our unique contribution that is going to help bring positivity on planet Earth. And I hope you enjoy your reading. Thank you. Please meditate on each one of the five crystals and choose the one you're most drawn to. In case you're drawn to more than one crystals, please go ahead and hear the reading out for those crystals. It's absolutely okay to be drawn to more than one crystal. Also, please trust your intuition in selecting the crystals. Choose the ones that you're feeling drawn to. Thank you very much. See you in the reading. So now we are doing the reading for those of you who chose rhodochrosite as your choice of the crystal for this reading. And I have already rolled the dice and got the relevant boxes for all of you. We got Sanctity at number 31. After that, we got 6 on the dice, which led us to Awareness on number 37, which has a ladder that leads straight to Bliss, which is number 66 on the board. After that, we got 2 on the dice, which led us straight to Cosmic Consciousness. Cosmic Consciousness is that place on the board where when we arrive, there's no going further. It is the end. It is moksha, it is liberation, and there's no going forward from there because this is the soul's highest desire. So this box, interestingly, is not placed as the last box in the corner of the reading. It is not the box that is numbered the highest on the board in terms of countings on the boxes. It is here. So I have placed this over here on Cosmic Consciousness. Okay, the messages for you I can sense is that you all are already quite experienced and have got significant understanding about what's meant for the highest good of everybody living on the planet, including animals, including plants, including your fellow human beings. And you all are already quite kind and compassionate. You already have oneness as one of your goals, and because you already are driven by really, really kind underlying beliefs, and you all are already very compassionate and very caring people about your surroundings and the people around you and all the beings around you. You guys have gained a significant experience from your kind, caring, nurturing, compassionate nature, and you are very driven towards continuing being kind, caring, compassionate, and you do not ever feel um, tempted towards doing anything that is not meant for the highest good of all in any situation, and you are willing to make any sort of an apparent sacrifice. I'm saying apparent sacrifice because that would appear to others like a sacrifice, but you're more than happy to do that. You're more than happy to make that sacrifice. For you, it's not really a sacrifice. For you, it's your way of contributing. You are more than driven to contribute already, and you're already contributing in the best ways you can. So, based on whatever you have learned in your life, and wherever your kindness and your compassion has brought you to whatever level of experience, whatever out of that experience that flows from you is already what um, is your unique contribution towards bringing greater stability and peace and harmony during the current times, and how you are contributing to Mother Earth in a positive way based on whatever you have been doing, like I've described. You guys are already contributing to Mother Earth in a very, very positive way. You guys have the awareness about what to do and what's correct, and you guys stick by it. You guys never feel tempted to not stick by it. You guys do not fear or care about other people's judgments, and you stick to your notion of how you can contribute more and more to the well-being of your planet and to the well-being of others around you, including humans, including plants, including animals. And that always leads you to a state of bliss. You guys know what bliss is, and bliss is your cup of tea. You guys do not face any major ups or downs, like major happiness followed by major sadness. And you guys are more or less stable. You guys are very fond of the bliss that comes out of whatever contributions you make towards people, your planet, and that leads you to your highest satisfaction. That makes you feel connected to your inner divine, or to whichever god source that you resonate with, whether it is the beauty of the inner human heart, or whether it is some divine figure that you follow or worship or are devoted to. It makes you feel connected to them, and you constantly receive guidance from within, or from your divine source, whatever divine source you believe in or you are devoted to. It makes you more than happy to contribute and serve everybody around you. So these are the messages for group number 1. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please do leave in the comments below how you resonated with the reading. Thank you for watching. Those of you who were drawn to the crystal emerald, I have already rolled dice and got all the boxes for all of you. I will tell you what they are. Your first box is Good Company, which is box number 25. After that, we got 6 on the dice, which led us to Sanctity on number 31. After that, we got 4 on the dice, which led us to Purgatory, which is box number 35. After that, we got 2 on the dice, which led us to Awareness. And Awareness has a ladder that takes us straight up to box number 66, which is Bliss. So these are your boxes, and I'm telling you what your reading is. So your reading is that you are quite affected by the knowledge and by the experience you have undergone recently in your life that pains you, and that makes you realize how negative of an impact humankind has been on the planet the last couple of 100 years or 200 years. And you are quite pained and quite affected by it, and at a soul level you are quite ready and quite willing to do anything to bring about a change. And what can be your unique contribution um, towards what can be your unique contribution to Mother Earth in a positive way right now that will bring greater stability, peace, and harmony on the planet? So, that is one, identifying. You are already on the course of it. You have already identified that yes, there is a need for change. So, that's where you have started off. The second thing that uh, you are going to be doing is that you have recognized that you absolutely intend to do something about it, and without having done anything that you can, you will not be able to live to the greatest of your fulfillment. You'll have some guilt inside if you don't do anything about it, at least something that's in your capacity to do, as far as you feel it's in your capacity to do it without maybe having to go overboard or doing something very extreme. So the next step for you is that you are stopping to think logically in terms of, the worldly affairs. For example, if somebody tells you that there's a lot of pollution and we need to be doing anything at all to reduce the pollution around, so you are not the kind of a person any longer who would bring into the picture logicalities like, I can't stop, I can't do a carpool to work, or I can't do carpool cabs to places where I want to go to. because it's not convenient, or for any XYZ reason I can't. Why should I do it? I have a car and all of that stuff. No, you are not going to get into any sort of a ego based any sort of a ego based logicality that your mind might dictate. I mean, your mind will not come in between. You will not let it come in between, and you will be more than motivated to probably, for example, do a carpool, take a cab, or maybe start using eco-friendly products, which you might not have considered doing to the extent in the past that you are now willing to do. You are absolutely willing to do it. And having done that, you are going to, whenever you'll think about the situation on the planet and the amount of harm that Mother Earth has received from human activity on the planet in the last 100 to 200 years, it's going to continue bringing feelings of pain, and you're going to feel bad when you think about it, and that's going to keep you further motivated towards any minute contribution. Minute, by saying minute, I do not mean that it's a minor contribution. It's really, really a very big contribution, because every single step that each one of us takes leads to something really large, and leads to a very, very large change for the whole. So by saying minute, I mean that you might not, maybe you might not undertake probably adopting a whole forest, and probably adopting maybe a farm, or maybe starting an NGO to serve a certain sector of the society. Maybe you wouldn't go to that extent, but on your personal level, you will start using eco-friendly products, or doing a carpool to work, or maybe you might even stop smoking for that matter, because it does lead to greater pollution. And you will care about how other people are going to be affected by your smoking, because the smoke that you smoke affects the people that are around you, whether or not they are in your immediate vicinity. But then yes, that smoke does release chemicals into the air, and makes other people passive smokers, and that might affect the health of other people. Also, you can focus more on how you can lead to less trash creation of trash on the planet. So these are the kind of actions, these or similar kind of actions, that you will be very motivated and willing to take. And you won't just be willing and motivated to take them, you are actually going to go ahead and take these actions. And having taken these actions, you're going to feel very good. It's going to lead you to a sense of peace deep within yourself, and the pain and sadness that you might have been feeling b- uh, as a result of the realization of what humankind has done to planet Earth the last couple of years. It'll bring you some sense of peace, and you will be able to live peacefully, happily ever after, motivated to keep doing whatever you can to the best of your ability. Thank you for your contribution to Mother Earth and to all of us. And you're a really, really kind soul. Thank you very much for watching this reading. If you resonated with it, please do leave a comment in the comment section below and put a like. Thank you. See you in the next reading. Group number 3, those of you who were drawn to the crystal GOMED. So I'm telling you your messages for the reading. I have already got all the boxes for your reading, and I've already rolled the dice, and I've got all the boxes for your reading. I'm going to tell you what those are, okay? The first box that we got for you was Good Company, which is box number 25. After that, we got a 3 on the dice, which led us to Apt Religion, which is box number 28. This box has a very long ladder that leads us straight to box number 50, which is titled Austerity. After Austerity, we got a 3 on the dice, again a 3 on the dice, which led us to box number 53 titled Liquid. Okay, and after that, we got 5 on the dice, which led us to box number 58 titled Radiation. So, the messages for you all is that you guys have great compassion for all the beings around you. You guys don't look down upon the people in your life or in your surroundings or anywhere on planet earth that you're aware are not doing good to the planet, you act out of compassion without judgment for them, and you realize that if they are educated enough and if they are well informed and made aware of, what are the correct courses of action that we all should collectively be taking or maybe individually be taking, then we will all be good to go together, and we can be a very positive impact on our environment and on the planet, and how that would also definitely lead to greater peace, stability, and harmony on the planet. So you function from a space of great compassion, and irrespective of the fact whether you have got formal education in this regard, or whether you do not have any formal education in this regard but you've got a lot of experience from your past in your life in this regard, there's a particular regard in which you have got a very good knowledge, or there's a concept that you're ready with, and you're ready in terms of teaching other people. You want to go out and teach other people that this is the correct course of action, this is the these are the facts that you all need to know, and which is going to awaken all of you to maybe taking the correct actions towards making the planet a better place for all of us to live. It could be in a spiritual way or in a non spiritual way. Maybe you are wanting to educate other people in terms of how to protect the environment, or maybe in terms of spirituality, like how to raise the vibration of the planet by your raising your own vibration. All in all, you guys have got some knowledge, or there's some concept that you identify with, that you feel that you should reach out to the world and teach people about, make them aware about it. And you're functioning from a space of compassion. You're not functioning from a space of looking down upon people whom you feel that they are um, they are indulging into activities that are not really beneficial for the planet in any which way. So your reading says that you should really go ahead and look for ways in which you can spread your teaching. Maybe you could start your Facebook page or your Instagram page, or maybe you could record videos on YouTube to, that have teachings that you are aware of that are going to help other people. The teaching could also be about maybe some concept that you know that if we apply and understand this concept, it's going to maybe solve this particular problem on the planet. It could be something like that as well. So the guidance for you is that you should really go ahead and tell people about this concept and start spreading awareness about it. This is going to be your unique contribution towards bringing greater stability, peace, and harmony on the planet, and towards contributing in a positive way to planet Earth. Thank you so much for watching this reading. And if you resonated with the messages, please do leave a comment in the comment section below and leave a like on the video. Thank you. See you next time. Welcome, group number 4. Those of you who chose the crystal green aventurine. So I'm beginning the reading for you. I have already got all the boxes for all of you on the board, and roll the dice and got all the boxes for all of you. I'll just tell you what those are. The first box that we got for you was darkness, which is box number 63. Please do not judge the boxes on the board. Please do not judge that if you've got darkness and a reading that has a very long snake that leads you down, that means something bad. It does not. Okay. Um, these are just indications on the board that lead us to the messages that are applicable in our particular case. So from box number 63, which is called darkness, there's a very long snake here, and it brings us straight down to box number 2, which is titled illusion. From illusion, I rolled the dice and I got 3. On getting a 3, we reach box number 5, which is called physical plane. From physical plane, I got 6 on the dice, and that led us to box number 11, called entertainment. After box number 11, I got a 2 on the dice, which led me to box number 13, nullity. Okay, and now I'm going to be sharing your messages. The messages for all of you is that you guys are people with great potential to do great good for everybody on planet Earth, and you guys have just been ignorant of uh, how important a role you could be playing towards uplifting the planet, towards bringing greater stability, peace, and harmony on the planet. You just do not consider yourselves good enough, or you do consider yourselves good enough for other kind of matters that you are already involved in. Maybe you're very fond of your profession, or maybe you're a businessman and you're fond of your business, and you are hardworking there, but you have never really thought what can you do for the planet all in all, and you have never really considered yourself like you could be a significant contribution. You've never really considered that fact. So the reading for you says that please do not be in that sort of uh, false understanding about yourself. That's really really not true. Please do understand that you have immense potential to bring major changes on the planet by doing, I'll tell you by doing what. How can you begin? So there's something that could be your unique contribution, and that can be that you're being directed to work on your health. No matter what work you're doing, or maybe you're not indulging in any particular sort of work. Maybe you're just maybe uh, you know doing something that's not really labeled work, or maybe you're just chilling and relaxing, or maybe you're indulging into uh, bad habits and not taking care of your physical health at all, and you've been more focused on the entertaining aspects of life, that okay, this is going to please my mind, and I'm going to feel emotionally I'm happy, not happy, but it's going to be pleasing. You've been more involved in temporary pleasures, either temporary pleasures and then back to work, or maybe absolutely temporary pleasures and then back to sleep. And you've been very ignorant of your personal physical health. So, in the reading, I'm being directed to tell you that your unique contribution towards bringing greater stability, peace, and harmony on the planet, and towards how you can contribute to Mother Earth in a positive way right now, is by please begin by taking care of your health. And if you have been eating a lot of junk food, please stop doing that. If you have been watching a lot of television and been unmindful of what kind of programs you're watching, that is probably feeding negativity into your mind, your mental body, your emotional body, as well as into your surroundings, then you're being drawn to pay attention to that. If you have been having unhealthy sleep cycles, your attention is also being drawn to that. Please pay attention to all sorts of behavioral patterns that you might have had in the past, which have led to you not keeping as fit as you really can be. So you're being told to take that sort of action and begin with your own physical body first, and make yourself fitter and healthier. Maybe you're already fit and you go to the gym, maybe you identify with going to the gym and you feel that okay, I've done my part, but that's really not it. Maybe you're going to the gym and maybe you're relying more on artificial food instead of maybe certain natural foods that are going to be more nutritious and nourishing for your body, and that might contribute to improvising your immunity on a more genuine in a more genuine way. So your attention is being drawn towards your physical health, that once you have started taking steps towards improving your physical health and also your immediate physical environment. Maybe you have to take care of, maybe you are in a physical environment which is not so clean, in terms of maybe you don't fold your clothes and keep them properly, or maybe you don't keep your books properly. Whatever is your unique situation, your attention is being drawn to, just begin from your immediate body and your immediate surroundings. Your immediate surroundings is within your office, within your own desk, and within your own home, within your own room. And once you've done that, you'll be in a place of greater realization of what next you could do. But before the next step that's going to take you further on your journey towards exercising your greater potential, that's going to lead to you know bring greater positivity on planet earth. Before that, you're being called to really take care of your physical health and your immediate physical surroundings. So if you do that, that's going to be your unique contribution for the time being, um, towards bringing greater stability, peace, and harmony during current times. Current times is whenever you're watching the reading, and this is the way you can start contributing to Mother Earth in a positive way right now. Thank you so much for watching the reading. If you resonated with your reading and if you enjoyed watching it, I do understand that maybe it's not a very it's not something that you might probably have felt very pleased to know, but please do pardon me for that. It's my duty to bring forth the messages that I'm being directed to bring to you, and the idea is only um, your upliftment. And yeah, so if you like the reading, please do like and comment and let me know how you resonated. Thank you. Take care. See you in the next reading. Hello, group number 5. Those of you who were drawn to the crystal diamond, uh, I'm sharing your messages with you. I have already got all the boxes of your reading and roll the dice and got all the boxes. Let me just share with you what the boxes are in your reading. The first box that we got for you was fire, which is box number 42. Okay. And after that, I got a 6 on the dice, which led me to box number 48, titled Solar Plane. From Solar Plane, I got a 3 on the dice, which led us to box number 51, called Earth. And from box number 51, I got a 2 on the dice, which led me to box number 53, called Liquid. Okay. So the messages for you are, you guys seem to be very uh, powerful in terms of, you guys are very materialistically powerful at the current point of time, and you have a sphere of influence over certain other human beings. Maybe you have a strong influence over your immediate family members, or maybe you have a very large or some significant group that is your social circle, where you are really revered and respected, and those people really look up to you. And or maybe you work at a very high position, and you are in a position to maybe um, have some doctrine that you can have yourself and others follow, that is going to be your unique contribution towards making some change, um, and others also make that change in their lives. That's going to be a positive impact on the environment around us. This positive impact begins from you identifying that something really, really needs to be done. And maybe you have already identified that, or maybe you are soon to identify it. And you will come to a realization that this is something that we as a group have been doing. We really can go for another alternative, because this is not really beneficial for the well being of the planet. And you're going to have a power of influence over all of these individuals whom you're connected to, whatever that is in your situation. And your unique contribution would be that you are going to make yourself and all of these people make some change in the ways you function physically, maybe how you run your organization, or maybe what sort of material you're using in your business, or maybe maybe what is the interiors in your office space, maybe the interiors or maybe the lights are such that you identify that okay, these are the kind of lights that cause pollution and they have CO2 emissions, and maybe we can replace the lights. So you will be willing to implement that change in your environment within the sphere of uh, uh, within the sphere of all of these people who are willing to follow what you tell them to, and you would not mind incurring any added expenditure as well for that, and you will take the measures that you identify as something that you really can do, and this is going to be your unique contribution towards bringing greater stability, peace, and harmony during the current times. And this is going to be how you can contribute to Mother Earth in a positive way right now. The particular way in which you are going to be bringing a change in within your group, it is not necessary that the change that you seek is only on a physical level in terms of how it's physically affecting your environment. Maybe you become very concerned about everybody's mental health or emotional health, and you are drawn to everybody's mental or emotional well-being, and in respect of that, maybe you want to make some changes. Maybe you want to introduce a sort of a meditation practice or a yoga practice or some sort of a practice that leads to mind body well-being, or maybe you become more freely uh, offering of maybe leaves to your maybe if you're a boss somewhere, maybe you identify that no, maybe all of you and your staff have been working uh, way too hard, and maybe you guys require some rest, and you become a little bit more flexible and you start giving them leaves because you become very concerned about their emotional and mental well-being, and you want them to get proper rest as well so that they can exercise their potential in their work in a better way the next day or whenever they are returning from their leave. So the change that you will be making could be either a change towards maybe um, towards how your work is affecting the environment, or how your family is affecting the environment, the physical environment, or maybe it's on the level of um, how you can improvise on um, the mental and the emotional health of yourself and the people you're connected to. It could be that way as well. So these are your messages, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you enjoyed the reading or if you resonated with your messages or both, please do let me know in the comment section below, and please like the reading. Thank you. See you in the next reading.